everybody. Looks like we're live. Move my easy press out of the way. Because I had a whole bunch of shirts that I needed to heat set. And move these out of the way. So, tonight I'm going to try a reverse canvas. I've never tried a reverse canvas. So, it's going to be an adventure for both of us. My little adventure today was discovering that Hobby Lobby is not open on Sundays. Yeah, did not know that. So, I got to do other things, like go to Michael's and Kohl's. But Sunday's the one day of the week that I've had off the past couple weeks, so I learned that the hard way. But next time I go down there to our town, I can focus on just Hobby Lobby. So what I'm going to do for a reverse canvas is, since I'm experimenting with it, I'm going to go ahead and do one for Mason. So I've already got his stuff all set. And pull out the baseball guys and his baseball. So I'm going to kind of duplicate what I did on the shirt, but put it into or onto a reverse canvas for him. And then he'll have one. Either do one for him or maybe I should do one for Logan, because Logan's shirts are getting done next. Okay, move my laptop out of the way here. I'm just going to slide it over to the side. And it's out of the screenshots. So this is my little dollar store reverse canvas. Now, supposedly the frames that are inside these are nice frames. So we're going to cut the canvas off and see what it looks like inside. And then we'll be stenciling it up. So let's take the plastic off and see what we got. They have these in all different sizes at the Dollar Tree. They're not huge or anything, but I was able to get some really big ones, like 18 by 24 and 12 by 18 for big packs. So I'll be able to do like for Mom, the Life's Better at Grandma's House one. And you can, I've seen people take these off, do it two ways. You can either basically cut along the edge, which I don't have a roller cutter, or basically kind of like pry it off. So I'm going to go with the pry off method, just because I think it's going to be the easiest thing for me to do at this point. But let's see, may need to cut some areas. Say hello if you're out there, hit like. If you're catching it on a replay, just go ahead and hit like. It'll pop it back up to the top of the feed. And let's see. Corners are the most difficult because they're folded over. So the idea is going to be to chalk the canvas and then kind of like put it behind the frame. So we'll see how that works out. I'm assuming that the ones I got from Michael's are even better quality than this one, so hopefully they are. I was able to get them for like half price though, so these are a really good deal. And they don't have those sizes at the Dollar Tree. I told you I've been letting the cats go outside. Yeah, it took them about 48 hours before they brought a friend home. A nice tiger cat. Don't know who it is. And I thought they were acting a little funny. So I went out to the kitchen, and all of a sudden this cat sprang, because it was a cat eating cat food. I just assumed it was one of mine. It was not. Freaked the poor thing out. Went running back down. He found his, or he or she, I don't know, found his way out. So they have already made a friend. But I can tell that there's been cat prints all around the house all winter long. So it makes sense. I don't know if it's anybody's around here, but when I had food outside before for the dog, before Jasmine passed away last fall, I noticed that other animals were coming up and eating it. So I thought it was the raccoon that we found in the big maple tree, but it may also have been the cat. So, oh, these staples are a pain. Hey, how are you? Okay, let's see. So this will eventually, this is going to get covered up, the back side where the staples are, so I'm not really too worried about them. I just want to make sure I get all this cloth off. And I can pry out any of these staples that are loose. Right, to get all the loose ones. Alright, let's see. One's got one little, one of them has, still has some stuff in there. Alright, that should do it. So, the frame is a cute frame. Just a standard wooden frame. Got the little metal holding it together. Nothing special. The idea will be to chalk on the frame, on the reverse the canvas that we just peeled off, and then set it like this, which I'll end up cutting the edges off and tacking to the back, which I can probably easily use my glue gun for that. So that is the plan. Let's see if this is gonna fit though. So if I got a ball player, get his name. So it's not gonna fit as much as the other ones do. Could probably fit it two up in the corner too. I'll use this baseball player because it's one of the ones I did not use on his shirt. Let's see how it goes. And he's number 2, so I think I'll be able to squeeze a little 2 in there somewhere. I'll figure that out. Okay, so I'll start off, I'll just do the ball player since it's a big one. With my Ikonart transfers that I make. They don't really need to be fuzzed. They're not as sticky as the Chalk Couture ones. So let's try to get it lined up here a bit. And stick it in. Okay, I had not planned out the colors. Let's see. He does have. Hey, Lucy. Say hi, Luce. Oh, what have I got here? Let's use some shimmers. So I've got a green shimmer, black, silver, the harvest, copper. My new colors are up here. Okay. This is one, this too. Alright, let's do the ball player and we'll do them in a green. Green or black? Do them in black. Black shimmer. So shimmer shadow. Then I'll clean it off right away before I do his name, which I'll do in one of the colors. So grab a squeegee. The shimmers are always nice and flat like that. So even if I seal this up and go back tomorrow, it's going to be all nice back to flat again. I don't know how or why, it's just the texture that they come in. And I could make this ball player, like, I could change the color of his uniform or thing. I just want to have a nice outline of him. And it has a little ball on there. if this turns out good, I'll easily be able to do a canvas for Mom for her big ones. Put a lot on my fingers. And sorry, I'm gonna grab a paper towel since I'm apparently using what I had. Okay, if you stop in, don't forget to hit the like or whatever. Okay, so got this little ball player, and as I peel it up, I'm going to take a look and see how it looks. So get a grip on it, because if it didn't go through correctly, I will put it back down and go over it again. But it looks good. So it's a cute, detailed stencil. This is one of the stencils that I made, and I'm just going to grab my cloth and clean it off. With the stencils I make that I get the stuff supplies from Ikonart, you want to clean them right away. So I'm going to do that. So each part that I do, I'll clean it. They clean up super nice and easy, so not a big deal or anything. And you can use just water. You can also use a Clorox wipe, any disinfectant wipe like that. And this is, obviously you can see glitter everywhere. That's normal. If you get glitter on something, it is there forever. I want to forget that little spot over there. This has got a lot of details, so I want to make sure I get it nice and clean. And it's still a little sparkly. Alright, let me do the other side, make sure I got it good. Because when you clean one side, it actually pushes it through to the other side. That's why when I lift it up, you'll see that there is an imprint of the ball player on the towel. Just want to hold it up to make sure that I got all the areas clean. And with the Chalk Couture ones, the teal colored ones, you don't put it on the backer until it's dry. You leave it sticky side up. With the Ikonart ones, you can put them right back on. They actually recommend that you put it on right away and help preserve the stickiness. So that's what we're going to do. You can probably see on this one better, like all the little shiny glitter. It's okay, it's not hurting anything. It just means that there's, you know, it had glitter in the chalk paste. So use the black. I just tossed my little squeegee into the bucket. And I put the little ball player out there to dry. Okay, next. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to trim up this edge, just because it's annoying me. I'll end up trimming it up even more once I put the back up, but once I put it in the backer. These are just little sewing scissors that I have. I don't know. I find that they're good for pretty much everything. But the Chalk Couture scissors are better for transfers because of the silk screen. So I do use those ones, but only for my transfers. Oh, alright. So we've got this. Next is Mason's name. Where did that go? And he's got blue, which is the light blue on his team, and he also has like an evergreen currently. I just want it to stand out. So take his name off here. Grab my little half cut mini squeegee. And I might make it turn dark enough to stand out. I'll try my Shimmer Splash, which is the new color, which is a bluish color. Let's see how this looks. Again, I used this yesterday, and it's perfectly flat again. I don't know why or how, but it's awesome. Can't be in North Carolina to see the boys' games, but luckily when they're playing in Myrtle Beach, their games are, the park there has a live stream feed, so people can watch the games, which is awesome. So that's pretty much the only time I get to see them, unless I'm down there, is when they're playing at Myrtle Beach. Luckily they have quite a few tournaments there. Put it on the bottom so I can see it as I'm pulling it up. Okay, so now I'm just going to figure out if I can get the little number 2 to fit in there. So I'll put the frame around the edge, see if I can fit it anywhere. After I clean this, of course. See what they call it, Shimmer Splash. It's like that perfect blue pool kind of color. Don't worry if you're doing this and you get glitter on it and you can't get the glitter off. Glitter just doesn't come completely off. As long as you've got the letters as clean as possible, that's what's important. Just Rebecca, it's back her. All right, so let's see my reverse canvas, how this looks. I should be able to fit his little number 2 down here to go. I think I could slide this up and do it up here. I kind of want the mason centered. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Just put the 2 right down here, just because it's his number. And try doing it in Alice. What are you doing? I'm just going to grab another one. See, perfectly flat again. It's the shimmers. I don't know why, but I mean, they're perfect like that. So I'm going to make sure I get a nice even coating on this one because it's a big mesh screen area. And I didn't leave too much on the edges. Do it with this one. Not bad. So it really wasn't that hard. I think the hardest part was getting the canvas off of the frame. Now I just got to put the canvas back on it. Clean this one up. Hello. I see people popping in and out. Nice and clean. Okay, so the last part to do is to stick it back onto this frame. But I do want to paint the frame first. And then I'll glue it to the back of it. So while this dries, get out some paints. There's all different ways that you can paint it. So I'm just going to grab one of my little chalk paints in color and wonder I'm just going to use my black chalkboard paint. Grab some of these little, just grab a little foam brush because it's not a lot, a small area. Let's just protect my mat a little bit. So this is the chalkboard paint that I like the best. It really gives a good covering. I don't know why that's still stuck on there. So between the chalkboard paint and the Waverly paint that you can grab at Walmart, it goes on easy with one coat. So you don't have to keep going over and over and over things. I'm just going to try to get this off my fingers so my hands aren't stained black all week long. And it's not going that great. So, hello! Hey Melissa, I'm trying a reverse canvas for the first time. So I got that part done. Now I'm just doing the frame so I can close it back up. So you did miss my little story that I discovered today that Hobby Lobby is closed on Sundays. Yep. Did not know that until I walked up to the door and realized it was closed. The one time I don't check the hours on a store. Usually I try to like pre-paint stuff. I didn't tonight because I just wasn't sure what I was going to do with this canvas frame. I don't know, just because I think it's boring when I'm watching somebody's live when they're painting. Unless people are talking, but people haven't been talking lately. So as you can see, this goes on nice in one coat. One coat was all that it took. I won't have to go over it again. That's why I love this chalkboard paint. One coat and you're good to go. And I'm making a mess. It's so easy with the chalk paint because that just wipes right off of anything if you make a mess. That when I do other things like real paint, I forget. Like, this isn't going to come off as easy as the chalk paste that just wipes right off. So if you're worried about that, do chalk paste. And you can cover the outside of the frame with chalk paste. You can actually just water down the chalk paste a little bit and use like a baby wipe to put it on, and you give it like a little bit of a stained colored look. You can do the same thing with acrylic paint. Just kind of rub it on like you would a stain and then just has that look and effect to it. Oh, you knew yesterday? Well, see, had I talked to you before I got in the, well, I was already out in the vehicle. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go to Hobby Lobby because, you know, I had laundry to do and dishes to do and house to clean. So why not just not do that and go to Hobby Lobby instead? That was my plan. That did not work out. But now I understand how Brittany gets everything, gets paint on things. Oh. I have the 9x9 easy Cricut Easy Press, so that's like perfect for t-shirt size. The 12x18 I think is just really big. There's also one that's smaller. That's, I don't know if it's a 6x8 or 6x6 or something. And then there's the really small one, which is like a little hand one. It's pretty teeny tiny, but that's the cheapest one. All right, my hands aren't doing too bad. But if we're going to be doing lots of shirts and stuff, a heat press is definitely worth the investment. I know someone was asking the other day, and Joann's had it on special. But usually Cricut is where I see the cheapest. I can't believe that Cricut website is the cheapest prices for their stuff, but that's usually almost always the case when I go searching for things. Okay. I'm just looking for something to put down. I don't want to get black all over my mat. So let me grab this. Just gonna grab a piece of cardboard. Oh, and all of a sudden it got bright outside. What's up with that? So usually when you order Chalk Couture planters, they come in big envelopes like this, depending on the size that you order. This is when I ordered a big one. So I'm going to use that to pick this up, and I can already see that it's drying. Then I won't be getting paint on my desk. Yeah, 9x9 is, that's what I have, and it's perfect. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this without getting paint all over myself. That'll be the next challenge. Okay, so first picture, I'm just gonna put it on here. And I'm just gonna use my hot glue gun, which is under here, and I should have plugged it in. Yes, this is safe, so it's non-toxic. And I was actually talking, Sarah, to your mom last night. I told her I could bring some stuff down to just like try and play with. But yeah, and the chalk paste, kids, you can be as messy as you want because it just wipes right up. The ink is not, you know, it's permanent. So she wouldn't play with the ink, but the chalk paste, you could do tons of projects with it. And this is just a dollar store canvas that I'm using. So, did she tell you? I told her I could bring some stuff down and she could, you know, play with it with her. Or you guys can let me know when you come. Okay, on. On. Yeah, and there's all, so they go like from a little size like this to obviously a size that would fit in this envelope. But there's cute little Easter ones and little kid ones, and I can make my own transfers. So being that she has a unique name, as I'm sure she's like some other kids that when you go into the store looking for their name on like the license plate or something, you can't find her name. I can make a stencil that has her name on it so that she would have one, you know, then she could put her name on a thing. But yeah, so let me know when you guys want to do that. I can easily do it at any time. Except Monday to Friday, 8 to 4:30. But I'm at work. Okay, is this heating up? Appears to be heating up. Alright, where's my Michael's Hall? Melissa, I want to show you all the awesome things I got at Michael's today. I did pick up somewhere in here is that E6000 glue that people use in addition to their hot glue gun. So I did pick it up to try it. Maybe I'll try to put that on the wood and see. It takes, they said this takes longer to dry, so that's why they also use a hot glue gun to do it. Something like this for Raina, Sarah, we wouldn't have to, I'm just doing a fancy tape the canvas off, which we could just do a regular canvas or chalkboard. We can use chalk base on either. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is one of those. Ooh, it's already coming out. Probably because I squeezed it. Let's see how this holds. Wish me luck. Yeah, that's just like not heating up. And I'm gonna mess with it. Ah! It's already pouring out. Okay. Let's see if I can use this to tack it down. I could have painted the canvas to give it a background color or something. Not too worried about it. Just experiment. But I did pick up canvases that, like I said, were 12 by 18 and 18 by 24 size because they have a huge deal. You can get the 12 by 18s are a pack of 5 for like $10.99, and then the what was it? The 18 by 24s, it was like a pack of 3 for $10.99. They were basically half price. So I know you were looking for some of those, Melissa. Michael's has them. If you go down that way, I don't know if you ever found one at Dollar General or not. See, this is why I don't like to use. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to use this again, and it won't be. I have, I cannot capable of using super glue. It's something I've never been able to use. So I usually give it to my sister when I need something super glued and let her mess with it because she will get stubborn and she'll just make sure that she keeps doing it until it works. I'm more like I'll just find another option. Okay, let's see if I can flip this over. Okay. Well, I did, because I didn't let the frame dry, I did get a little black on the inside that touched. I could use a little white paint to touch that up, not a problem. So I'll wait for this to dry and then I will trim off the edges. And then we'll have a cute little frame that he can tack up on the wall. Probably the easiest way to hang it up will be like with a command strip. That'll probably be most likely be the easiest, unless I hot glue some little twine to the back to hang it up that way. That worked out pretty good. Let the little thing go. There's a couple places that picked up the white from the board, the envelope I had it on. All right, so that was quick and easy. What'd that take me? So I will get working on the bigger canvases, because that'll take a while to do. But hopefully I'll be able to do one for Mom. She never did tell me if she liked the Life is Better at Grandma's House one I did or not. That's like a big 12 by 18 one. Oh, so she can have her one in her house down south and one in her house up north. Yeah, so if you want to message me when you come up, that would be awesome. Just let me know how many people want to do it, and I'll just bring down some, like a little bag of supplies, and we can play. I love to play. Oh, I actually get this Saturday off. Saturday and Sunday. It's been a while since I had a Saturday off. Okay, I've got everything cleaned up, and I'm going to need to throw this away, I'm sure. So, put this over here. The cats have disappeared, which means they're probably out with their new friend that they've discovered. And even though I did that, I guess the chalkboard paint comes off this pretty good. Came off pretty easily. Alright. Got my stencils drying. Okay. Yeah, send me a message. And then I've got, well, I mean, I got a set because it was such a good deal. So I can bring you in one if you want one. I'll be bringing your stencil in tomorrow too, so. And I haven't yet painted the eggs you gave me. I've got to do those so that I can get them done for Easter. I'll bring you in a 12 by 18 board. Because it was a set of 5, so. I mean, it was only like $2 and something for each one. Probably should have gotten more, but probably go back down to Hobby Lobby next weekend anyways. Just have to remember they're closed on Sundays. I knew that there was not enough cars in the parking lot. I was like, for like noon on a Sunday, there should be more cars in their parking lot. I'm like, oh, maybe they don't open till noon. Yeah, no, the door didn't open, and I'm just standing there reading the sign saying that they're closed on Sundays. Okay. I'm sure we can figure out something for you to pay me back. We trade enough stuff as it is. And I did talk to Brittany last night, and in a little while, she said we can always do a call with her to talk about Chalk Couture and stuff to help. Because I told her I was having trouble with engagement. But tonight it's working out good. Lots of people are commenting, so just never know. I'll try different times. So I went on at an odd time today. And I was going to originally chalk my front porch window with the welcome to our porch sign, the 12 by 18. But it was like when I started this, it was all rainy and dark, and now this sun is coming out as it sets. So that just, I'll have to do it maybe during lunch on Tuesday, since I'll be working from home then. Hopefully it's a nice sunny day. Okay, yeah, we can set up a call with her pretty much anytime. I'm good with that. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, I had rain most of the way down to Watertown and back. And in some places it was super windy. When I was in Michael's, you could hear the wind just like going against the building. I looked outside and it seemed to be fine, so I was like, no. Tornadoes are down south, so we should be fine. Alright, I am gonna sign off for the night and keep an eye on this so I can close it up, and I'll post a finished picture of that once it dries. I pretty much got it all off my hands with the Clorox wipe, so I'm doing good. Alright, go ahead and hit like. You can sprinkle the video, which is where you hit that little arrow to share. Comment if you haven't, and if you shared the video, you'll get entered in a drawing. Just comment that you shared. All right. Bye, guys.